Happy Thursday, everybody. The braids are out. They were looking a little too raggedy. Because I did a little quick install, terrible parts, really big. My hair is like broken off from the surgery and all that. So it was looking raggedy. So I took the braids out last night. It took me 20 minutes. It was very quick. Um, and my husband clowned me because he thinks I cut off some of my hair because I cut them too low, which I probably did. But this is going in some dookie braids and going right back under the wig for the rest of the new school year. I got kids, early start times. I don't got time to be doing this. And I want to start working out again and sweating, and I don't want to worry about sweating out no wash and set because my hair is not relaxed. So any bit of moisture that hits this hair, and I'm not doing that. Right back under the wigs. Love me here. Here I come. I want to talk about something that triggered me a little bit. And I don't know why I stutter with this all the time. I am an objectivist, right? What's good for the goose is what's good for the gander. Since having my twins, fair is fair. What I do for one, I do for the other. If one need a pair of shoes and the other one does not need a pair of shoes, they both get a new pair of shoes. They both get a box of crayons each. They both get a fruit snack. They both get this. They both get that. It's equal, right? Even their names. The only thing that they do not have equal is their middle names, but their first name and last name, all the same letters. I literally switched the last two letters of the girl's first name and the last two letters of the boy's first name. They all have the same, from first name to and the last name, all the same letters. One don't have more letters than the other. That is how fucking psycho I am as far as everything being fair. One didn't get more than the other ever. Okay, so in the news now, there's a picture and some video of Kanye West in Venice on a water taxi wearing a blazer with a cloth face covering, a black blazer, a cloth face covering. It's going to be the picture in my thumbnail, right? That is the picture, and you could see a big juicy brown booty cheek sticking out of the, is it called the lapel? The back of, I don't know men's fashion, the back of the blazer. Now, and his spiritual wife, Sensori, that's her last name. I say spiritual wife because they are married, but they are not legally married. They had a spiritual wedding, whatever you call it. I'm going to respect it, right? Because I don't believe you need a traditional legal wedding to be married. Like that, you don't. So that's his wife, his spiritual wife, right? She is on her knees, and it appears that she is giving him top, and that's why his pants are down. I don't know if she was. She probably was. I don't. Here's my thing. Like, what the fuck you expect her to do? Like, that was his employee turned spiritual wife. Like, well, that's, they're eccentric enough to have doing that. But that's not the part I have a problem with. Girl, do you. You have to earn your keep somehow. And I don't even have a problem with his booty out. But they've been all over. She dresses half naked. I mean, she has the body for it, right? It's very well made and sculpted. And she dresses around half naked. She wears these lace panty outfits, these stocking outfits with her nipples out. Still don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it. But it's the hypocrisy for me. I'm going to tell you why. When Kim was out there, and she had her children, and then she had the surrogates for the last one. And she was able to use that time to get her body in order because pregnancy wreaks havoc on her body. And she blew up with her pregnancies and had a lot of health problems. So the last two was via surrogate, right? She got her body back and better before her even first pregnancy. And she was, becoming the fashion girl, dressing fashiony and salacious. And Kanye kind of lambasted her because that's when he was in his Jesus walks moment and everything was God, 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 and morals, morals, morals. You could tell because the last kid's names is Saint and Psalm, right? He got North, Chicago, Saint, Chicago, and Psalm, right? I think that's the order. It was all Bible-y, right? So he was in that movement and he was like, oh, I think this was on the show. You're a mom, you're a mom, you're a mom, you're a mom. Now, it recently came out that picture and then now I guess she made a comment or her people, Kim made a comment or her people made a comment. I don't have the vitriol and hate for the Kardashians that people do. I'm all about a hustle. As long as you're not scamming people, I don't have a problem with making your money. I don't think they scammed anybody, even though they did steal from Ray J's mama. That was in the past. I think that was all taken care of. But anywho, their fame and fortune was off the backs of them, literally. They gave us the good, the bad, the ugly in their lives, and they made billions off of it. So I don't have the hate because, look, get your bag, right? You're embarrassed for a little bit and you lay in your, $100,000 mattress and you sleep it off. You know what I mean? So I'm sorry, I'm coughing because the right before the video went down the wrong tube. So I don't hate them. I don't find them interesting at all, but do you, like, whatever. The antics, putting themselves out in the public, sneaking stories to the paparazzi, all for it. Ensure that generational wealth, however you have to. As long as you're not stealing, hurting people, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, there was a comment, either she put it out or her people put it out, that she doesn't know what to say to the kids and she doesn't know how to explain this to the kids. Well, here's fair is fair. One, I don't think you need to explain it at all. The youngest ones are 4 and 5. They learning left from right, ABCs, right in their full name. They can't absorb what's happening in the media. The older two, I think North is old enough to have had enough experience with her father and all of this salacious stuff that he's been doing. She's old enough to take it on the chin, brush it off. This is just another video or picture of her father in the media. She's used to it. The other one you might have to explain. But you know what, Kim? In all fairness, you're going to explain it to them the same way you have to explain that sex tape. Because of all the things that Kanye's done, all his antics, slavery was a choice, rubbing elbows and shoulders with Trump, none of that is as bad as that sex tape. As far as having to explain shit to your children. Now, was the sex tape bad? I don't think so. I don't think so. Paris Hilton became famous. The only thing I find a little creepy and icky is that there's allegations that your mother was involved. And according to Ray J, made y'all redo the sex tape because it wasn't sexy enough and was damn near directing it. That's the only thing that I find creepy. But if you and Ray J made a sex tape and you purposefully put it out, if you had his consent and he's saying you guys did because it was sold, I think to Vivid, then I don't have a problem with the sex tape. But you do have to explain the sex tape to your children. That's it. And you're going to have that same talk if you feel you need to, because I don't think you need to. There's no picture of his dick out or her giving him head. It's a picture of a booty cheek. The same way your booty cheek was out in that magazine cover where you what was it, a Grace Jones copy of Paper magazine with both your butt cheeks out and showing side boob. It's the same thing. So the same way you have to explain that, if you feel the need to explain it, that is the same conversation you're going to have as far as Kanye's side booty butt cheek coming out. Now, sidebar, that booty was very round and very scrumptious looking. I feel like he had a BBL. Like, I think he had a fat transfer and had a BBL because that booty is bootying. All right, even though I didn't see the little pop marks that they have for when they insert the fat, but that could have been on the side and blocked by the rest of the blazer. Back to my commentary. So you're going to have the same conversation with your children with that you have to have with the sex tape, because didn't one of them was sent a link to the sex tape when he was on Minecraft or Roblox or something? Yep, the same conversation. But I'm all in the notion that you don't have to tell them shit. And another part of the comment out of Kim's camp was it re-triggers her every time Kanye and Sensory is in the paper. No, it doesn't. Him marrying her, it should have been, you're out. He's no longer yours. The only business you have with Kanye West is 4 children. All his antics and all his situationships and all of that going on has nothing to do with you. And if the paparazzi keeps bringing you into these conversations, what you need to say is, our 4 children are happy and healthy and fine. Kanye is doing what he needs to do as a father. My kids are happy. My kids are healthy. He's paying the child support. As far as us being co-parents, it's all copacetic. And if they go on about his antics, you need to say, why are you asking me? You need to ask his wife. You're out of it, Kim. But are you? Because I'm a realist. Nobody would be talking about you if it wasn't for the antics of Kanye West. Kanye West was your in. You've made the most money with Kanye than you had without him. He was your in, and I'm going to be quite honest. You helped him as well. You did. You helped each other. Same way Beyonce and Jay-Z helped each other, but that's another video for another day. You both helped each other. He got you in with Anna Wintour. She was not about to put no reality stars in her world and in her circle. And quiet as it's kept, the minute you guys split, your relationship with her was done. Now, nobody would be talking about you. People claim that Skims is $1 billion business, but in all of my internet, social media travels, the only thing I have seen of Skims is an Asian woman wearing a Skims maternity bra and shouted it out. All I see is Fenty, 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 Fenty. I don't see anybody wearing or promoting Skims. And maybe that is because my algorithm is very minority based. I follow Black people. The algorithm shows me Black people. And maybe I'm not in those worlds that social media influencers are promoting Skims. But all I see is Fenty. Black, white, Asian, big, fat, small, gay, straight, bi, non-binary, non-gender conforming. All I see is Fenty. And Yitty. I see Fenty 90% of the time. I see Yitty, which is Lizzo's brand, 10% of the time. I do not see anybody wearing or buying Skims. Now, if the white delegation has promoted your business enough because they claim it's $1 billion business, and good for you, and I take it back, but I ain't never see it. I could see how Rihanna is making that money. I could see it. We went to was it Westchester Mall or White Plains Mall, the big one, and Fenty was having their grand opening party in that mall. And let me tell you the amount of people that came out, and they look like the United Colors of Benetton. If you don't know what that is, then you're not in my age range and you must Google it. When I tell you everybody on planet Earth was represented standing outside at that grand opening party, nobody looked the same. It wasn't all Black people. It wasn't all white people. It wasn't all young. It wasn't all old. It wasn't all skinny. It wasn't all fat. I'm literally everybody, Asian, Black, white, big, small, every person in the world was represented. Like non-English speaking people flown in. Okay, there were people there speaking, I think they were from Switzerland or Poland or Russia. They were there. Africans was there. Americans was there. People with piercings all over and tattoos, white, black, they was all there. Now I could see how Rihanna is a billionaire because of that. I cannot see how Kim's business is a multi-billion-dollar business, and this is why I'm prefacing that to say that she needs to be associated with Kanye West to be relevant, because she is not doing things like that. Like all her lawyer stuff and stuff, that gets a blurb and that's it. It disappears. It does not have the traction with the news that Kanye does. That Kanye has. And she has her soul ties to him because they have 4 children. And she definitely is going to put out these statements and do all these things because that is where her relevancy comes from. So all of this, I don't know what to say and I'm embarrassed. That's what you're supposed to say, but you need it. You need it to stay relevant, and you still want to be relevant because you still got some years left before you're like your mother and you just have to bow out and enjoy the fruits of your spoils. I think she's 42 or 43. She's 40 something. She's not that much older than me. She still has time left. I think she could be relevant until she's 50 if she still looks that way. She has if she's 43, she got until she about 50. Because I think her mother was popping until she was about 50. It's not till her mother started knocking on 60's doors that she had to bow out, which she did. Got herself a young boyfriend, black guy, having fun with him. And she's really not in the front anymore. She's still in the back. And that's what Kim is going to do. North is going to be of age when she's 50. And that is who she's going to promote and exploit and keep it going. But she still has time left because she still has time left. And she's only going to be relevant because of Kanye, because she has nothing else going on. The law thing, that's not salacious enough. She has no talent. She can't make an album. She can't make a song. She can't act. She's a reality star. I don't think her show on Hulu is doing as well as the show did on E. I mean, it's paying the taxes, but it's not making them billions. So yeah, Kanye gets you the clicks and views, which equals dollars and cents. That's what's happening. So yeah, all of that shit is just to be in the good graces, but she don't believe that shit. She needs it. She needs it. And do I think he's doing it on purpose? I don't know. People call him a genius. I think he just has dumb luck. And I just think, do I think he put his booty cheek out there? No, I don't. But he is walking around Italy with no fucking shoes on. He knows that's going to be a topic starter and all of this stuff. He's still doing all of this. But I don't think he meant to have his booty cheek out. It just happened to work out. But, he's doing other things to garner attention, like walking without no fucking shoes and shit like that. And having Sensori dressed like that. Because she's not picking her clothes, guys. Kanye is dressing her the same way he dressed Kim. All right, everybody. Love, peace, and hair grease. I'm out.